Time now for sports on 104.7 The Cave. Here's Ned Reynolds.
Mike, intern Ned Reynolds, talking about our New Year's resolutions. But before we can get into that, we got some pretty good basketball tournaments in town, didn't we?
They were both outstanding, and that's the blue and gold and pink and white tournaments. We'll concentrate just on the Springfield tournaments. They are over, and they both ended 2 days. Well, they wanted to avoid New Year's Eve, of course. Blue and gold. In the blue division, Logan Rogersville gets the victory, and in the gold division, Nixa, and they're both the top seeds, so the seeds held. Logan Rogersville defeated Willard 60-43, and Nixa had a battle on their hands with Hartville, but Nixa's Eagles won at 57-50 over Hartville. In the pink and white girls tournament, Stratford and Kickapoo come away with the wins. In the pink division, Stratford's a 78-49 winner over Marshfield, and Kickapoo's gals win it over Logan Rogersville 56-45.
Always sounds like a blast, and again, hopefully you can get out and see some of these blue and gold, pink and white tournaments, because you're always going to see some kids that are probably going to be doing something later on down the road in college. So now let's switch gears to the All-USA National Football Team, and that's got a local boy on it, doesn't it?
It does indeed, and of course it's one who you would expect. The All-USA National Football Team has been going on since the early 1980s. It's put out by the Gannett people at USA Today, and these are the top high school football players in America. And of course, the local product is the 6'8", 305-pound offensive tackle Jackson Cantwell from Nixa. All he had this year were 113 pancake blocks on the line. Now, you think about that. Folks, a pancake is where you completely obliterate your defender on the play and completely wipe him out. Nixa went 13-1, as most of you know, lost in the state championship game. And Cantwell is headed to Miami, and he is probably on his way down there now. He was going down during the holidays to begin the second semester at the U to get himself acclimated to the Miami Hurricanes, who incidentally are playing tonight in the Cotton Bowl. But hey, that's the All-USA Prep National Football Team, and Jackson Cantwell is first team on that.
So, obviously the Chiefs just have one more regular season game this weekend, and then that's it for us. Just probably nice and good for everyone to get a break and hopefully think about some of the cap situations and who they're going after in the draft, and there are some studs in that top 10. But the last thing you want to see for your team, if you're having a great year and you're going into these playoffs feeling like you're a stud, your star player gets charges pulled up against them right in the nick of time. That's going to mess everything up for the Patriots, isn't it?
You're making reference to Stephon Diggs of the New England Patriots. Now, he has not been arrested yet, but he has been charged with some pretty serious crime, and in fact, the hearing will be later on in January. Whether or not he's allowed to play, I don't know, because the NFL has very strict rules against that. And Diggs denies all of the accusations. The accusations are felony, strangulation, and misdemeanor assault charges that have been brought against him. It's an incident that happened in December earlier this month, December 2nd, following a football game. And again, he denies these charges. But they are there, and he will have a hearing in January on them, and we'll see whether or not Diggs is able to play in any of the playoff games. If not, that certainly hurts Drew May and the entire Drake May, I should say, and the entire New England offense, because he is one of their star receivers.
And again, that's probably why the NFL lets the justice system do their job first, and then the NFL investigation and penalty will follow suit. So after that, we'll see. That'd be crazy if they put him down in the middle of the playoffs. We got some playoff college football action tonight. If you are lucky enough to be with a woman that likes college football, good for you. You'll get to watch it. If not, you probably got other plans. I know you're going to be watching the game.
Well, it begins fairly early, 6:30 our time, and this is the Cotton Bowl that you're making reference to at Jerry's World down in Dallas. Used to be in the Cotton Bowl Stadium, but now that's outside. We can't have anything outside anymore. So indeed, it's at AT&T Stadium, and this is a big game. It's Ohio State versus Miami, and it will be a terrific football game. Ohio State is a 9.5-point favorite. Keep in mind, Ohio State's the defending national champs. Are they that much better than Miami? I don't know. I have some problems with that one, but I do think Ohio State will win. Then the first game tomorrow on New Year's Day is the Orange Bowl. That's down in Miami at Hard Rock Stadium, which is where they will play the national championship game, incidentally. And it's Oregon against Texas Tech. Oregon is a 2.5-point favorite. I like Texas Tech. I think Texas Tech wins it outright, so take the points in that one. This is the one that has me most puzzled of all. It's the Rose Bowl out in Pasadena, California, and it is Indiana and Alabama. Now, Indiana is the Cinderella team. They are the number one team in the country, and they have shown that. They've gone through undefeated, beat Ohio State in the Big Ten Conference Championship game. But this is Alabama they're playing, and Alabama came from a 17-0 deficit to beat Oklahoma in the first round of the playoffs. The key here at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena is that it's quite likely to be raining out there, and Alabama is not a real good running team to begin with. So who does that affect? Well, certainly it affects both teams. Indiana's a 7-point favorite. I think that's a little bit too much. Take the points, go with Alabama, and Mike, I really think Alabama's going to win the game outright. I know that's not supposed to happen.
Well, I know that if Josh is listening right now, he'd be very happy you said that.
Josh is a big Alabama fan, big Crimson Tide fan, absolutely. And I hope he is getting better, and I know that 2026 will be a big year for him. Final one is the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans tomorrow night, Georgia and Ole Miss, and I think Georgia, which is a 6.5-point favorite, is probably just about that much better than the Rebels from Ole Miss. You never know, of course, in a game of that nature, but I like Georgia to give the points and win the game.
Well, whatever happens, it's always a lot of fun to watch, and hopefully you don't lose too much money in the next few days. Board of Governors, not too happy with the University of Colorado right now.
This is very interesting because I'm just a little bit curious about what's happened. The Board of Governors at the end of the year, of course, is looking over all the programs, and they looked at the football program, and they looked at the roster. Oh, wait a minute. Where are all the Colorado players? Where are the players from in-state here? This is the University of Colorado. There are 3 Colorado players on the entire roster. The Board of Regents said, or whatever they call them out there, Board of Governors said, what is this? And then they looked a little bit at the recruiting program and saw that Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, and you wondered how long this was going to, how long the honeymoon would be around. Deion has recruited from the transfer portal and recruited from the junior college ranks around. He has not gone to any of the high schools and he physically has not gone to them. He doesn't physically visit with any of these recruits. They come to him. He doesn't go to them. The board said, what is this? we might ought to consider some changes here, but without designating an individual or without pointing a finger at any program, they said we need a few more Colorado athletes on this team. It is the University of Colorado.
Well, and again, I think you're going to be a nice guy about it, but I could have told you this from day one when they were going to sign him up. He's not going to be there for very long. He's probably just going to follow his kid. As soon as that's over, he'll milk it as long as he can, and that process has begun because now they can look at it and say, is he actually really doing anything at all? And if the guy's not even recruiting for his team, he does not care about that program or
and
the
Mike,
future of it.
To that end, you probably didn't see it, but the Pittsburgh Steelers played the Cleveland Browns on Sunday, just a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And who's there in the audience?
Oh, yeah, he's there. But again, that's another thing is the Browns are probably going to be in the market for a head coach. Could you imagine? Oh,
no,
my God.
I can't.
Don't. Please, no. God, no. God, no, Ned. Happy New Year, brother. I'll see you tomorrow.
And to you, sir.